The disruptions to education over the past 2 years has been profound. So how can parents address these problems and get children back on track academically? Dr. Joseph Attman is the founder of Middle Tree, a nonprofit organization offering help to students, and here to offer solutions for pandemic learning lag. Dr. Attman, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Appreciate you. Such an important topic. Let's first talk about the statistics because they are alarming.
They are. One of the biggest questions had going into distance learning was how is this going to affect students? This new report from the California Department of Education has these very shocking statistics. It's an important report, and it speaks to how desperately the education system and its students need the help, both of which were plenty strained before the pandemic.
41% of students did not meet standards. 80% of minority students in general did not meet standards in some way, shape, or form. We need to come together as a community, so let's separate it out. What can we do from our education system and from faculty and staff at schools and from teachers?
Yeah, it's a shocking number, right? So we're really not putting enough resources into our school system. We need to give teachers, administrators, parents, obviously most important, students the help. And it could really be a time to reimagine education, but we need to invest more into it. We always say that students are our future. I think everyone truly believes that, but now it's time to kind of turn a very difficult time into something positive and do something about that.
You keep saying we. Who's we? Lawmakers,
all
government,
us, right? So we've all kind of, agreed that education is just sort of the way it is, right? We hand our students off to a school system and expect them to come back educated, right? But education is a community involvement. We all need to participate in its happening. And it's not something that we really do. It's not a dialogue. It's really this institutional endeavor that could be, again, reimagined in a number of different ways.
Let's talk about what we can do as parents. One of the things that I think we can step up and do more, I'm a parent myself, I have 3 kids, is connect more with our school board and our officials, even at the higher school level, and not just with teachers. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. You may have covered the fact that there are a lot of school board meetings right now that are getting kind of heated. That's not uncommon, but especially when the system is as strained as it is. But to have these dialogues in a productive manner is to everyone's benefit. And again, it's really a good time to try and reimagine what education could be, what it should be, to modernize the curriculum, maybe,
What does that mean specifically? Because we are seeing schools, charter schools, other schools branching out, and they're creating a different type of learning that we saw come out, not even necessarily from the pandemic. They may have been in place before the pandemic, but then after the pandemic, we started seeing a shift toward our attitude about going outside for the classroom, not being so much pencil and paper. We saw the SAT and standardized testing go away. So what does the education of the future really need to look like in order to address the whole student, both mentally, for mental health, and as well give them the courage to be able to sit down in a classroom and say, take a test if they have to?
Yeah, that's really the question, right? We need to give students a more personalized experience. We need to put more teachers in the classroom. We need to lower the teacher to student, the student to teacher ratios. Again, modernize that curriculum to better reflect who we are as people, what our values are in society, while at the same time really preparing students more for what takes place in the real world.
In real life. You said it. Thank you, Dr. Joseph Attman, helping us overcome pandemic learning lag and helping us think about education for the future. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Take care.